What's going on? What's going on? I want to know what's going on. Ooh. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Mother, everybody says that we're wrong. Who are they to judge us? Simply because my hair's gone. Oh, no. You know we got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Picket signs, don't punish me. Brutality, talk to me so you can see. Oh, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. What's going on? I want to know what's going on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Will you tell me what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, yeah. Oh, mother, everybody says that we're wrong. Who are they to judge us? Simply because my hair's gone. No, no, no. You know we got to find a way.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. I see you, Dawn. Slick J Adams. Good morning. Come on. Come on.
You're listening to the Book of Dawn.
Good morning.
You're listening to the Book of Dawn.
This morning.
You're listening to the Book of Dawn.
Good morning.
You're listening to the Book of Dawn.
Are you ready for the truth? And nothing but the truth, so help you, Dawn. She's bringing it to you every weekday at 9 in the morning. So if you wanna hear the real, this is what you gotta do. Just log online and listen to Dawn speak her mind.
Listening to the Book of Dawn.
In the morning,
You're listening to the Book of Dawn.
this morning.
You're listening to the Book of Dawn.
This morning,
You're listening to the Book of Dawn.
you're now tuned in to Dawn. Oh, sexy Dawn. What's in it for the black people media?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, sunshines. Good morning, nephew Ron.
Good morning, TT.
How are you today?
Great. How you doing this morning?
I'm getting there. Good morning, sunshines. It's the same dawn, same OG. Brand new day, though. Brand new page in the Book of Dawn. Thank you for tuning in to the Book of Dawn every weekday at 9 a.m. Well, 9:09. Thanks, Maze. Shots out to Maze. 9:09. I'm going to change that on the flyer. I'm going to say 9:09. We started 9:09, maybe. Or we started question mark. We started 9:00 question mark.
Yeah, just put the question mark.
Yeah, I'll do that. So thank you for tuning in 9:00 something every day to us broadcasting live from the What's in It for the Black People Media. I am Dawn, your host of the Book of Dawn. Thank you for letting us into your homes, your hearts, your cell phones, wherever you may be watching us. So today is Who's That Girl Woman Crush Wednesday. Kelly Fair was going to join us this morning, but she had she's not feeling the best. So we are going to have that interview another time with her. So you get me today. And yeah, I think that's probably good enough because I got some gossip. Well, it's not gossip, actually.
Always good enough.
I appreciate that. Currently 64 degrees with a high of 77, 30% chance of rain later on. I hope it doesn't. I mean, I know we need rain, but I hope it doesn't rain. Today is, let's see what today is. What's national today? I think it's World Earth Day. National today is, it's National Beer Day.
I could dig it.
You like beer?
Yes.
What kind?
Modelo, Corona, Bud Light.
Do you like dark beers?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I like dark. I mean, I like beer. I mean, I don't like it like I like champagne, but sometimes I'm on the beer budget, so I go for it. But I like the lagers too, and I like the shandies, like the lemon and the grapefruit.
He said lagers are not beer.
I hear something.
Sandies are not beer.
Look. Shandy. I feel like something's in my ear. I feel like something. Do y'all hear something? Hold on. Somebody give me a fly swatter. I need a fly swatter because there's something bzzing. Bzz. Do we have a fly noise? Bzz. Somebody give me a fly swatter.
Yeah, we can get that sound.
Yeah, we need that because it happens. And have y'all ever seen a door open? Yeah, what? Yes, shandies are beer.
It's Kool-Aid, damn it. Don't nobody want no kumquats in that goddamn beer.
Hey, I had kumquats at Easter, just so you know. Kumquats were on my charcuterie table. Anyway, shandy's a beer. Yesterday was National Beers Eve, but I didn't say that because I didn't care for the fact that they even have a name about it. Anyway, today is National Beer Day, so have a brew. Have a beer. Have a brew. Go ahead and have a brew. It's on Maze. Send the bill to Maze. What's in it for the Black People Media? Send that to him. I'll make sure he pays for it. Yes, it's National Beer Day, so go have a brew. I think I'll have a brew. No, I'm not going to have a. Every time I say brew, I think about Kanye. You know how he says that in the song? No, when he says, it's his line in the song. He said something, a beverage. He's talking about a beverage, and he says brew, a cold brew beverage. I got to think of the song, but yeah, that's every time I think of that, I think of. But I'm gonna find the words because I'm gonna talk about Kanye. But before I do that, I need to tell some folks happy birthday. So let's do the birthdays. Happy birthday, Christian Foster. Christian Foster is we used to hold Dixie Kitchen down. All the money, okay? All the money, Dixie Kitchen, Hyde Park. Happy birthday, Christian Foster. Happy birthday, Peter Austin. Happy birthday, Juanita Nave. Happy birthday, Wanda Cole Nicholson. That's our sommelier who will be joining us, teaching us all about wine. Happy birthday to the homie Bill Bellamy. Happy birthday to Mandy B. And happy birthday to the brave Veretta Anderson Frazier. Happy birthday from the Book of Dawn. We appreciate you. And thanks for the emails. And have a great birthday. If you didn't hear your name, that's because you didn't email me. So happy birthday to you and you and you and you. Yes. Did you say sorry, Charlie, to anybody yesterday?
Nah.
No, you didn't.
I have to say sorry, Charlie, to nobody.
You didn't have to say it? Okay, good. Let's see. A word of the day. This is a good one. This one kind of tickles me, and I'm going to try to stay on the side of don't crack no jokes and don't throw no punches, right? It's spelled Pleonasm. This word was submitted by Candace Mack. It is from the 16th century, late Latin, deriving from actually a Greek word. You pronounce the word pleonism. Pleonism. And it means the use of more words than are necessary to convey meaning. It's done typically for emphasis or as like a writing style. We know some people in our community that do that, right? Al Sharpton for sure. The good Reverend JJ does it.
Trying to think of who else.
Al Sharpton does it a lot. Do you remember? You probably don't. I'm probably dating myself. Oh, but he actually makes it sound so swaggy when T.I. does it. But yeah, it's funny because I'm talking about T.I. But yeah, it's. I don't mean this offensively, but a lot of people that are writing books and publishing them in like a week, they have a lot of words in there because I think they think.
Yeah, I used to do that when I was writing essays in school.
Yeah, because you think more words, some kind of way equates to better. Like
when they counting your words.
But you can't say things like this. The lady picked up a little baby tiny kitten. Okay? A little baby tiny. Okay? Right. We get it. You see what I'm saying? You got to.
That's hell adjective.
You sound like you straight from Cali. Yeah, that's a lot. The lady picked up the little baby tiny kitten. That's a little too much, okay? So, yes, thank you for that word.
That's an adjective and noun, adjective and another noun.
Right. 'Cause you sound crazy because we kind of got it at little baby. Could have said the little baby kitten. We would assume that a baby kitten is not 40 pounds, okay? A baby tiny. Okay, because a baby would be born not tiny. Okay.
Hippo baby, maybe.
Or Shaq's child, because I know Shaq's babies is born like 32 pounds. Yeah, so stop with the superfluous extra words. Just say what you're saying, mean what you say, and say what you're saying. That's all I'm saying. So that's a great word. I thought that was a good word. I think if the shoe fits and you reading between the Dawn lines, I think you should wear it. News, in the news. Congratulations to our homeboy, Cootie, Simmons, and Chike. You probably know them best as the producers of the ESPN 30 for 30 about Benji Wilson. Do you remember that?
Nope.
Okay. Well, they're two brothers from Chicago. They started here with Danny, and they had a TV joint called Channel Zero. They made their own little network. They have gone on to do some super dope, great things. Cootie and Chike, Cootie just recently turned 50 as well. They just signed or signed a deal with Netflix, $30 million to do Kanye's story. So it's a docuseries. Let me find the details. I have the details in here. Hold tight with me. It's a docuseries, and it will come in. Let's see. Where's my notes? See, that's why I like writing my notes down. Because according to Billboard, the $30 million project, yet to be titled, is a multi-part series and has been more than 20 years in the making. It will be, like I said, brought to life by collaborators Cootie and Chike. They will be chronicling the artist billionaire's life since the early 2000s. They've got obviously never before seen footage and video. They have music videos they directed Kanye West's two of Kanye's early videos, so they have a long-standing relationship with him. They directed Through the Wire and Jesus Walks. The documentary will cover everything from his beginnings in music and fashion.
Those are two of his most iconic songs.
Yeah, and those are all Chicago boys getting it done, right? It will cover his unsuccessful presidential bid, the death of his mother, Donda West. Kanye is not in creative control. He has allowed Cootie and Chike to do what they do best. And so Netflix is gonna be released later on this year. But yeah, I can't even imagine, right? That's gonna be pretty interesting, especially since their divorce is they're moving
You
forward
think
with
that's
that.
going to be included like towards the end of the document?
I think that because it's not finished, it would have to be included because it's part of. I mean, it would be incomplete because it would leave people saying, "What about that part?" Speaking of, Kim.
No, that part is still like it's still going on. That part is
Yeah,
still,
but the divorce has been filed. It's public knowledge. It's not a secret or anything.
You believe they're gonna actually go through with it?
The divorce?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I think Kim's good. And ironically, Forbes declared her a billionaire like 2 days ago. So she's with her
So she really good.
soon-to-be ex-husband, who's on the Forbes list. So they said that her net worth is now $1 billion, up from $780 million just in October of last year. I think it comes from her Skims, from her shapewear. And then, of course, reality TV and endorsement deals and a bunch of other small investments. So I will tell you this about Kim and her whole fam. They know how to secure the bag.
Yeah, because that's just still so weird to me that you selling waist shapers to be shaped like Kim Kardashian when Kim Kardashian bought her shape. It's just wild.
And it's weird. I still suffer from not liking. I don't want my waist to be like this tiny, and it looks funny. It's not an hourglass. It's not, and she's short, so it even looks weirder. Like, you know how I feel about all that. I mean, I'm okay if you want surgery, do it. I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid that it will go all bad, but I'm just trying to figure out who are you doing that for? I guess that would be my question. Are you doing that for yourself? Or are you doing it to sell it to other people? And so if you're doing it to sell to other people, what is the boundary of how far you will go? I mean, her lips look like she's full African. She got soup coolers. Have you ever heard lips called that?
Soup coolers, that's how you blow.
Yeah. Now
Who else makes that face? You just reminded me. I think one of the Wayne's brothers.
Wait. How do I do it where your picture is on here?
You know how to switch it over?
I'm about to see. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think I do. Hold on, because I got to show y'all this. Okay. Can you put it in the little box now? See if you can put it in the box.
What?
Your picture.
My picture? You got to do it.
Where? Oh,
Look it
wait.
up.
Oh,
You
I'm
got
sure. Oh, there you are. Duh. Can I make the box bigger?
What you got in the little box?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just expand the box like this with your finger.
Oh, over here. While it's
Over
over
there.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, dope. Okay, hold on. Girl, look at you, girl. Go shout it.
Hey, look at you. You know what you doing over there?
Oh wait, no, I can't see it. I gotta move it up like that. Is that better? See?
Let me see.
Did it come out right?
Let's see. You know I got the delay over here.
Yeah. I should move it up just a little bit more, right?
Yeah, move it up some.
Like that.
Hey, there you go. Aha.
Tell me what I can't do. Yes. But yes, soup coolers. You never heard that, huh? Soup coolers. Yeah, those are.
I don't even want to make that face on camera.
Oh, no, you can't. I can, but you bet not. If somebody might be out there. Yeah, shots out, right? Right, cuz? Cootie, I'm going to have to, there's some VHS tapes around with me actually working with Danny and Cootie as a correspondent. I was a correspondent back in the day. That was a different chapter in the Book of Dawn, but I'm gonna transfer that VHS to something that we can actually play.
And we gotta try to get those brothers
Yeah.
on the show.
Oh yeah. I I'm gonna be calling Cootie, cause they can tell y'all some funny stories about when we would go from club to club. We would go from nightclub to nightclub and interview all the celebrities. And I'm talking about in the Sharks. That was in the 80s. Yeah. That was in my big clothes stage. I was telling somebody yesterday about my big clothes stage when
we need some pictures.
I'm so embarrassed of them.
Tomorrow is Thursday.
My cousin Tony got a bunch. She sends them to me all the time. I'm like, cuz, whose clothes did I have on? Shaq's? Because why was I wearing clothes? Why was that even a style? That was awful. But
tomorrow Thursday, so make sure you bring those pictures in.
Will you be able? I'm gonna send them to you tonight, and then you can figure out how to do the technology.
We gonna figure this out.
Yeah, y'all gonna crack all the way up. So let's talk about T.I. and Tiny. Well, they've got 3 more allegations lodged against them. Of course, they have been denouncing that they are in any way, shape, or form wrong. T.I., I feel like, should have harnessed some of his words when he said he's never forced anybody to do anything. I feel like you're guilty.
He was telling on himself.
Right.
That whole video.
Boy, hush. Less is more when you're in trouble, okay? But they have 3 new accusers seeking to have a criminal investigation into the Clifford Joseph Harris and Tamika Tiny Harris's alleged sex trafficking and rape charges. None of the accusers have shared their names. The attorney that is representing the other 11 is seeking to add them to this. It looks like they're going for, like, I don't know the minimum for class action suits, but they look like they're going for a class action suit. T.I. and Tiny are alleging that the press is being manipulated so that they look guilty without having their day in court. One of the most jarring claims from this new allegation is from a woman who details an encounter with the couple in Miami when she was quite a youngin', okay? She says that T.I. forced her to swallow a pill and to take a powdered substance which drugged her. She alleges that Tiny then proceeded to engage in sexual intercourse, and she had no ability to consent because she was drugged. We talked about that when we talked about our rape culture conversation. Another woman, also young, underage at the time, claims that she was drugged and raped by T.I. and one of his male friends in Miami. They have medical records. They have gone to the doctor, shown proof. I don't know if you can show proof of rape, but of something having happened. The attorney that is representing her said that she alleges that the forced drugging, kidnapping, rape, and intimidation in at least 2 states, including California and Georgia, against the Harrises and members of their inner circle are all included in this alleged scandal. Yeah, it's not looking breezy. I'm a little nervous for them, and I'm saddened because.
Why are you sad?
Because I like T.I. and Tiny. I mean, I don't know them, but I just, I think I probably was, I just liked his swag and the way he would speak up on things that typically, I watch his podcast. And he was an advocate in the black community. Yeah, when the whole Houston's thing happened, when Houston's was being prejudiced to black people, he started a few movements that somebody needed to speak up for. He's always been outspoken. I've always appreciated that. I like the way he can turn a phrase. He can make the word blue sound like he said a whole acceptance speech. He has character. But now I'm questioning that very character that I gave him credit for. Like he's an open and candid person, but I don't know. They have children, they just seemed normal to me. They seemed okay with their faults. when you watch their reality show, it didn't seem like they were being pretentious at all. It seemed like they were just being who they
That's
were.
probably the front, though, that the reality show was the front.
Could have been. I guess my greater question is how can somebody's ego be so big that they think they can get away with that forever? I just don't understand that size of an ego.
You feel like you're right in what you're doing, because again, he did say he felt like everything was against consenting adults. So and when you feel like you're right in what you do, you know what I'm saying, it's hard.
That's just wild, yo. Like, we're going to take a break, but I'm still, like, in shock of all of the truth in the allegations of, I mean, why do you want to make out with a drunk person? Like, it's just a lot. So, and then you and your wife doing it. Like, they with the gang in real life. It's crazy. I'm serious. Would you signing off on it? What's the Tucson, your curmudgeon brother's in here with the frown face. He signing off. We're going to take a break. I'm going to go out here and get this fly swatter and get this gnat during the break. We'll be right back.
WIIFTBPM.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality Black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe Black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of Black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
Yeah. Ooh. I miss your kiss. Oh, your kiss is one of a kind. It feels so nice. Girl, you do it right. I miss. Ooh. Oh, girl, you don't go too fast. You take your time. Just how I miss. Hey. Oh, you kiss it, then I'm drifting off your love. Keeps me floating, girl. I miss. Oh, and ooh, it feels so good. I wanna come down. Girl, I'm missing that love. Come on. Ooh, babe, I'm missing all those kisses. Baby, bring those lips to me. Oh, babe, I'm missing all those kisses. Baby, bring those lips to me. Come on. Oh, when you're not around, girl, I'm tweaking. I swear I be hearing things. Oh, yeah. Ooh,
Hey,
and if
speaking of kisses, Okay, so let me just be 1,000. Y'all know I don't have a problem accepting that there are opinions that are actually right, other than mine. For clarity, have I been tipsy and had sex? Yes. Me and my husband have a ball when I'm tipsy. I'm talking about smack, don't know I'm having sex. That's not what I'm talking about. So it appears that T.I. and Tiny are getting people to the point of what had happened. And that's only fun for the doer, not the dunny. Okay? And that's right. So before I forget, if anybody is looking for a seasonal laborer's job, the Chicago Park District is hiring. Go to the chicagoparkdistrict.com, click on jobs, then click seasonal. They're starting at, laborers are starting at $20.96 an hour. And junior laborers, if you have little ones that need to earn their keep, they start at $12.91. chicagoparkdistrict.com is hiring for the summer.
I got a problem with laboring.
You have to labor. Hey, I worked for the park. Did I? Yeah, I worked for the park
What do
district.
they have like available as far as laboring?
Labor. It would probably be, I don't know. Probably like we do service opportunities in the summer with the Chicago Park District. Our charity does, and I would think so when we're cleaning up the parks, we go send a team out and we clean up the parks. So there are people that like bring the mulch. So when we mulch the trees, so the truck drives and dumps the mulch and they bring the supplies, that kind of stuff is, I'm assuming, maybe people that make sure the pools are clean and all that kind of stuff. That's junior laborers probably don't have that much. Junior laborers probably do what we do for free.
What is the age limit for junior laborers?
You know what? I'm going to look. That's a good question. I would think high schoolish. Chicago Park.
You didn't get some little kids in there.
They need to. I worked for the park. I worked for the city and the park district. And when I was in high school, that's how my mother wasn't going to buy me leather shoes to play basketball.
I mean, in grammar school.
Wait a minute now.
Let's get these grammar school kids in there too.
And get them off these streets, right?
Yeah, because 7th, 8th grade, I was running the streets.
So, and here's the thing. Speaking of the toddler that got shot yesterday on Lakeshore Drive. Remember when Miko was saying she came in and something happened?
Yeah, I didn't know the baby was that small.
It was
they said a child.
That's a toddler.
1.5, I think, 1 years old.
So Miko, she was driving right past that. When she said there was a huge police presence, it was a road rage incident. That was from road rage. You that mad because somebody won't let you merge? My goodness. I was like, okay. So let's see. Work. It says work. We'll go to join the team. It says seasonal. So we go to seasonal and it says laborer. It says citywide maintenance, natural resources. That's, like I said, that's probably when like they bring the mulch and they do that. Junior laborers. Let's look at what a junior laborer, under immediate supervision, performs elementary manual work, either indoor or outdoor, performs related duties as required. Examples of the duties would be they don't require you to operate any trucks or rotary mowers. They rake, sweep, clean. They do the stuff that the volunteer groups do. They just get paid for it. You have to be at least 16 years old. So, yeah, you can actually put your hands on a rake and make money and not a gun. How about that? So, yeah, they're hiring laborers. Let's see what the laborer's job is. You have to be able to operate mechanical or power-driven equipment and apparatuses. This requires experience. Yeah, you have to have a valid license. You can't just roll. I can't roll up in there. Even though in my mind, I feel like I can drive anything that you put me in front of the wheel of. But probably not.
You need that street PhD.
You do.
It's called a CDL.
Yeah, it's people making a bag of money doing that too. Just so you know,
That's called the hood PhD.
that's the hood PhD. It's a nice revenue stream.
Yeah, yeah. If you went too good at school or didn't take the college route, you can get your CDLs
And get you
And
some
get you
real
some
money.
money.
Yeah, in real life. Not the most glamorous job, but everything that is good. All the money doesn't have to be in a fancy suit. That's for sure.
You gotta be one of them solo dolo people for that job.
I
You
got a
can't really
homie-
have a family.
I got a homie who has a family. He did many years in the Fed joint. He was a major dope boy. Came home, started a trucking company. He make like $200,000 every 2 weeks. So, and he's very okay. He's got the cab. The cab is. He got like a bed, a big screen TV, satellite, all in the truck.
I bet.
He's got like he was explaining it to me. It's like you run under your own authority. So and then you basically can contract yourself out with Walmart and places like that. Instead of working for the trucking companies, you create your own authority, which means he's one of the carriers like the big boys. So during the pandemic, of course, they were making a killing.
You call it a buku. They making buku.
How you even know that? How do you even know buku?
90s, baby.
Lord Jesus, remember buku? Yes, indeed.
Buku money.
That is what, buku money. That is too funny. So yes, Chicago Park District, make sure that you call. I'm going online. Get yourself a job. I take my concealed and carry classes this weekend.
Turn up.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm finna be calling you.
Yeah, I'm like,
Like, TZ, this girl up here tripping.
right, I'm gonna come over there and just look at it. I'm gonna do it with the raise up. You know, you just do the raise up like that. Like, real quiet. Yeah.
What's up?
What's happening? You don't want, in my Ice Cube voice. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Hey, Tucson, in real life, it is probably the grossest job I would ever not want, but I have friends, Paul Bean, one of the homies from way back, played basketball at Chicago State, went into plumbing, a millionaire. It is not a glamorous job, but it's
dirty work,
so
but it's easy,
much.
though.
Wait, it's so much money in plumbing. So much. And here's the thing. You always need a plumber.
Always.
You cannot
always.
get rid of needing a plumber
It's
at
easy
every
money.
level. Whether it's your home, your office, I mean, you need a plumber.
That's easy to get into for individuals too.
Yeah,
Like,
but
you
we
wanna
don't
start-
like to be grimy. You know, we like to be cute and stuff. We don't. That's one of our problems. We're not looking for the dirty jobs that will make you a young millionaire. We want the shine. That's a whole conversation because we don't.
Because we live in a society now where we weren't taught how to do that stuff. So
No, we weren't. And not that we weren't taught. We have made a conscious choice not to do those dirty jobs. I don't think they teaching. Well, they used to do vocations in high school, especially the one you went to before it was whatever y'all call it now, CV something else. It was
CV. It's CVCA now.
Yeah, it was just CVS.
First, it was just Chicago Vocational School. Now it's like Chicago Vocational Career Academy.
Yeah, and actually, do you know the history of it? What it was before CVS?
Yeah, it was actually like a landing strip.
Yes,
for planes.
absolutely. But we did take vocations out of high school, which is a problem for me because I feel like all of us need to have a skill using our hands, men and women.
Simeon was vocational too, right?
Simeon, all of them were. I mean, well, not all of them, but all of them. Even my school I went to a private high school. We still had vocations. Like we had wood shop, we had home ec, we didn't have as many as a traditional vocational school, but we absolutely had them. You have to know how to use your doggone hands. Like it's a lot of money in plumbing. It's a lot of money in contracting. It's a lot of money in labor jobs, but they're not glamorous. And in some kind of a way, we got distracted from every kid. They used to run out of summer jobs when I was a youngin'. They used to run. That's how fast the applications go on file with the city to get the summer jobs. If you didn't fill the application out or know somebody that knew somebody in the city, you weren't going to get that job. And it couldn't have been more than $7 an hour, but we worked in the summertime to buy our little airbrush shirts or whatever we were buying. We have to be able to get dirty. Plumbing. I couldn't do it. I couldn't imagine like things like taking the hair out of a drain would just make me sick thinking about it. But somebody's got to do it. I bought that
you
thing.
You really got to touch all that stuff with your hands.
I bought that. and I'm scared of rats. So like plumbing to me equates I'm going to have to see something underground or something. I don't know. It's just weird. But I bought one of those as seen on TV things that it's like you use plastic and you stick it down your drain. Because my hair, when I'd said, you know what, I can do this. Man, listen, I pulled that thing out and dropped it right back. Because I was like, I can't. Once I pulled it out, I didn't want to touch the hair. I'm like, my own hair, right? But I don't actually know what's down there and what was down there before I lived there. So it's weird. But yes, plumbing, we need to bring vocations. With the Bush should start a vocation program. Tell Maze to open up a vocational program. We should do that.
What would we be? We
can teaching. What's the lady? The lady that built the studio? She could teach carpentry.
Tamiko.
Yeah, she could teach carpentry, and somebody else could. It's all kind of stuff. We could teach lighting, right? Because there's definitely some bright lights in here. We could teach lighting. There's stuff we can teach.
You know what I learned like a couple months ago?
What?
I learned how to add a light switch into a room.
Oh, I want that. I want to be able to do that. Because the wires are somewhere behind there already, right?
Yeah, you're just connecting the wires to the outlet. To
the what?
To the outlet,
to
on the wall. To the Dawn, to the plug.
Yeah, she walked right into that. I like it.
But it's pretty easy.
And y'all, just so you know, I did that Mike Tyson thing on purpose and didn't tell you on purpose because sometimes I'm gonna say it in my Ebonic voice. Sometimes I be mad at y'all for not tuning in, and so I told nephew Ron and Mary Q, they gonna be mad at me today because I be mad at them, so they gonna be mad at me today. So I'm gonna be doing that a little bit more often, just because I gotta keep you on your P's and Q's. And Ron was able to get a clean copy of the audio.
Yes.
So we're going to create a storyboard of pictures of Mike's career and some of the journey of our friendship and play the audio behind that. And we'll have that for you sometime next week, I'm sure.
Yeah, we should do that should be one of the playback.
We should, yeah.
One of the playback shows.
Yep. I can't wait because the audio is so clear. I was like, other than my voice, I like hearing his voice. You know I don't like my own voice, right? It's just so cracky. And if it was cracky and I could sing, it would be better. So, yes, we'll be doing that. And I promised Toussaint when we have Mike come back that he could come in and help with that interview. I'm just going to be laughing because he's one of Toussaint's favorites. So I'm just going to be sitting back. Nothing phases Toussaint. So when something phases Toussaint, it tickles me. So, yes, we will. Yes, Mary, right? Thank God. Who had plumbing at their school? Simeon? Somebody said they had plumbing?
I don't know, but Two was mentioning the vocations. And he said plumbing.
HVAC is a huge one.
We didn't have plumbing at CVS. He said had that I miss plumbing.
They probably had it prior to it adding that extra initial and changing its name. That was because they at that point the trend became the arts, right? What he said, the trend became the arts, and now STEM is the thing, and now adding the arts into STEM, making it STEAM, like, it goes in waves and trends. But what they should have done was leave what was, because guess what? In real life, guess who is taking those jobs? Who are not afraid to get grimy?
Them white boys.
Believe that. My kids went to Chicago Christian High School. No, because guess what? They don't have a problem being dirty and working 8 jobs, okay? Stacking dough and sending it home. My kids went to Chicago Christian High School. And their parents are, I'm talking about wealthy. I'm not talking about rich, okay? I'm talking about wealthy, like where they come back and build a gym that holds 1,000 people as a gift to the school. But guess what they're doing? They're plumbers, and they're in cement, and because they're growing up in their family businesses and then taking over legacies because they learned the art of plumbing, like the skill of plumbing. We different. We're different because we don't want to get dirty. We don't want to get dirty like that. So we're all into, and you're not gonna see all of them in shoes like I like to purchase. They are okay. Just
they take that dirty from the job to the crib.
yeah, absolutely.
They make it a whole lifestyle.
Absolutely. Somebody got a post covered. Oh, okay, interesting. You got to see this during the break. But yes, so they put into STEM, which I'm all for STEM. That's what our charity does. But every child is not going to be an engineer. Every child is not going to be an architect. Every child has the capability of being that, but it has to be exactly. I feel like whatever the parent or the community can support and encourage and nurture, I believe that there is no limitation on us. But at the end of the day, skills like plumbing, I'm a lightweight fake plumber because I know how to use Drano. But if I really knew how to do it, plumbers make, what's the average wage?
No.
It's not the same.
Not at all.
I'm not a plumber. It's the plumber. I've come to fix the sink. You don't think I'm the plumber?
If you could work a rod.
Different kind, but yeah.
A toilet rod.
Right. No.
One of those. If you could use a toilet rod, you could make some money.
I just Googled how much the average plumber starts at somewhere between $40,000 and $71,000 a year. Starting. 71K starting. You could do that. And let's see, it says they get paid by an average of $23 to $26 an hour. Starting, you could do that in your spare time and still have another full-time job or kick it. Tucson said he paid $700 for an hour's worth of work yesterday. My God. You know what that $700 translates to me? A great bottle of champagne, a couple pairs of kicks. That's 2 flights. That's a lot of money. Yeah, we need to get back. Corey Brooks, Pastor Brooks has he teaches the trades. So there are some places out there teaching it and trying to.
And there are some black people who are in it. Because Mary said that we don't want to. Mary always got it. Don't get us confused, Mary. She said there are black folks out there that are plumbing. Don't do us like that.
I didn't say that none were, but let's ask this.
It's scarce, but they out there.
Let's ask this question: how many of the viewers have had to call a plumber? Tucson, you said you had one yesterday. What was his ethnicity?
Right. What was his ethnicity too?
Well,
you paid him $700.
$700 for an hour. That's a decent wage, bruh. One hour, $700, and say if he works for a company, I forgot the name of the company, the big one that all the commercials are. He might not get all that, but he's going to get a fair wage. And what if you own the company? That whole $7 is yours. It's not like you can run a plumbing company out of your house, because plumbing, you have to go to the other people's business. They don't need to come to yours. Like, you can run that out of your basement, because all of plumbing work is at wherever the issue is, not in the building that you're paying rent and for staff at. So yeah, that's what I've never had a black plumber. I know Paul Bean, but I've never had a Hispanic. There you go. There you go. HVAC is huge. HVAC is, because imagine every business has to have HVAC. There's every home, you got to have the HVAC system. I do know some brothers that
You know what? Another thing is before you get on that.
Tucson said he called the brothers first, and nobody showed up, so he had to call somebody else. Yeah, that's part of the.
Another problem is a lot of us don't want to make that sacrifice of doing something that they don't want to do. You know,
Exactly.
So a lot of people want to do what they want to get money doing what they like to do.
Yeah.
What they want to do.
Yeah.
And that a lot of times that doesn't fall along the line of working like labor or working with your hands because a lot of us don't want to do that.
I feel like this. I feel like a lot of us see the glory, right? You don't wake up in the morning and become. You work. There's an ugly truth behind every successful person. And I don't mean ugly like in scandal. I mean, there is work. There are grimy and hard days to make it to that level. Mr. Milhouse shares his own story. Bruh, he full-time, quote unquote, owning a company, delivering pizza for Giordano's at night. Like to the people that he's trying to get contracts from. We don't pay attention to the levels and levels and levels prior to you see the shine. And we can't get the shine unless we look at musicians and artists. They're not born overnight and just become Billboard winners. There is a lot of grimy, hard work days before you can do that. And so we have to stop trying to miss the steps in the middle and actually want to do the damn work. A lot of us don't want to do the work because we don't see the work. We see the finished product. It's just we gotta do better. But I honestly don't think I could be a plumber.
Luckily,
I can't even if my own toilet gets stocked up, I'm throwing up on my own shit. Like I'm like, okay, somebody help me. But you know what I used to be scared of? To lift the back of the toilet to fix the chain, to make the toilet actually the water come up in there and flush. All that reminds me of like I feel like I'm gonna see Ben or something. Like whenever I see like, because when you see movies, all you see is like mice and stuff down by the water.
Did you ever see that movie, Willer? I think it's called Willer.
Did I? Did I? How do you even know about that movie?
Man, did it come out like the early 2000s? That was my movie, man.
No, no.
Willer with the rat?
That is do you know how old that movie is?
I think they did a remake.
Oh, okay.
I think they did a remake in the early
1971, bro. I saw that. And yes, I saw Ben. And I've been traumatized. And we lived in Valparaiso and we lived on an acre of land, but it was not developed land. And so field mice were a thing, right? And garden snakes and stuff. I'm like, crazy thing is I love Mickey Mouse, but he's a mouse that's not a mouse. I can't do mice.
Man, I hated garden snakes. Don't even bring them up.
Garden snakes.
My big brother used to catch them for fun. He used to keep them as pets.
My feet are.
He'd find like a McDonald's cup or something, or a cup on the street. And he'd go catch one, and then he'd have it in the cup the whole day, like it's a pet. Be terrified. I used to be terrified.
I used to have to mow the lawn. I didn't have to. I wanted to. I was such a tomboy. And when I was pushing that, we had a push lawnmower, and when I would be pushing that lawnmower and roll up on a garden snake this big, I could have been in the Olympics, okay? Because when I tell you gone lawnmower out there burning gas, my mother was like, if you don't get back out there, that lawnmower is burning gas. I'm not going back out there.
My pops tried to show us how to kill one. So he was showing me and my brothers, you grab it by the tail and you just swing it or you pop it, snap its neck.
Like a neck, like you do a chicken.
Pop it. I said, nah, I'm good. Y'all got it. You ain't got to be scared of it. You just grab it like this and pop it.
Ain't that funny how somebody tell you ain't got to be scared?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good and I'm scared. And I'm okay being good and scared. How about that part? We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. Y'all know I got a joke for you. And nephew I will not I will not get in trouble today because that joke will be on time at 10:05.
I bet you I get it too.
I bet you don't.
Let's
What you bet?
go.
What you bet? I bet you a garden snake.
I bet you a mouse.
Oh, and then I'm going to talk about my
That's your
sister-in-law. My sister-in-law does a thing that black people do that I am going to tell on her. I told her, she texted me a picture. I said, I'm going to put you on blast on this show and I'm going to tag you on it because I know some of y'all stoves have the same thing.
Hey, too. Wow.
What'd he say?
He said, I lost the garden snake in the house. My mama was finna move.
Because what if that thing would have crawled up by her? Jesus, Tucson, why did you take it in your mom's house?
My godbrother had, he didn't have a garden snake, but he had a pet snake, or like a real
That's
pet
not
snake.
a pet, y'all.
And it got lost in the walls of his house.
What if it would have come out in the plumbing? What if you're in the tub and it comes out through the thing?
Let's go to break.
We'll be right back.
WIFTVPM.
Sissy's Taco Bar Pop-Up is back with more hours and more days. Check them out at their new pop-up location at The Woodlawn, located 1200 East 79th Street. Sissy's Taco Bar offers authentic street tacos infused with international soul. Now every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at The Woodlawn from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. New vegan tacos have been added to the menu too. Visit sissytacobar.com for more info.
The Chicago Legal Network is the collaboration of attorneys that concentrate in many areas of the law most needed in Chicago neighborhoods. The CLN lawyers focus on personal injury, criminal defense, and other issues. The CLN lawyers all average over 20 years of legal experience and are dedicated to helping the Chicago community. The Chicago Legal Network is committed to developing black lawyers through mentorship and co-representation. So if you were injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or injured on the job, or you need assistance with criminal defense, including driving violations and DUI, check out chicagolegalnetwork.com for more information or call 773-912-3545. 773-912-3545.
I don't know what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20 piece. Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nail done, when you put that grown on. Why you gotta look so good, good? With your hair done, nail done, when you put that grown on. Why you gotta look so good? I can look and see you're not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me all that you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nail done, when you put your grown on. It's something about you when you put your grown on. Oh, when you're waking up straight out of bed, girl, why you gotta look so good? Oh, when you're at the job just taking a break, girl, why you gotta look so good? In the club turning up, why you gotta look so good? On the dance floor, giving more. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so
Hey,
good? Girl,
you know you be killing it when you Coming on. That line, I can't wait.
You know, I had to turn it back up for your part.
Man, yes. Slick will be with us Friday. And guess what? We're going to sip a little with Trez Pugh tomorrow. We're going to sip. He's not coming in, but we're going to virtually sip. Maybe he'll have some coffee dropped off prior to the show. We're going to talk to Trez for the culture tomorrow and see why he is making sure that perhaps maybe I should put my Starbucks cup up when I talk to him because it's the wrong cup. Sorry. Cheers. Shot o'clock.
Shot o'clock.
We're going to talk to him tomorrow. Before I tell the joke, I want to say this. So we talked about plumbing, right? So Black history, little Black history. Adrienne Bennett is America's first female African-American master plumber. See, it's levels even to that shit. See, plumbing shit.
Aha, I get it.
She was contracted to design the plumbing system in Comerica Park, which is the home of the Detroit Tigers. So, yeah, so there's master plumbers. I would be probably somewhere like a GED plumber. Yeah, all I know is Drano. But I didn't know it was levels to plumbing. But shouts out to Adrienne Bennett for being a master plumber. And that she must have gotten a fairly sizable contract to do the plumbing in a freaking Major League Baseball park. That's kind of huge.
Some bread.
Yeah. It says this CNN story says that she, at the age of 30, while surrounded by men, she became the first Black female master plumber in the United States. 30 years later, she's the CEO of her own contracting company based in Detroit, Benkari LLC. She runs it with her son, Legacy, right? She created a legacy. Launched the commercial plumbing and water conservation company in 2008, and when she was already working a full-time job. So she left that, launched that. She began as a journeyman plumber, and then a master plumber, and then a project manager, and then a plumbing inspector and code enforcement officer for the city of Detroit. She said she had nowhere else to go, which is then why she started her own company. She is the first woman, not just Black, to successfully complete a plumbing apprenticeship program in the state of Michigan. Not just a Black woman, the first woman. She was drawn to math and science and would go and do math and science as a hobby, and she loved putting things together. So, yeah, she was young, and ended up creating a legacy, not just for herself, but for her children, her children's children. She says it's dirty work. It was rough and physically demanding, but she started making $5 an hour and has grown now and sits in a position that only she can sit in. So shouts out to our Black History woman, Adrienne Bennett.
Shouts out.
Yeah, man. All right, you ready for this joke? Because I know you're not.
I am. I'm definitely ready.
No, her son's name was A.K. Her son's, Tucson, her son's name is A.K. Bennett. I hope that maybe, I don't know, you know, some people name their kids girl or boy names, so, like me. So I can tell you her son's name. Hold on. Her son's name is, let's see, and Bennett Plummer. Let's see.
She's talking about she did that shit.
She did shit in real life. Her son's name is, AK. I don't know what that, I wonder if they're initials. Some people name their kids initials. So it would, I guess you technically, I know guys named Adrian. So technically she could have changed the spelling and named her son Adrian. So
that's definitely a multi-sex thing.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, she, shouts out. I mean, actually, that's actually pretty dope. Now, I could own a plumbing company, but I guess you would want to know how to do the stuff that you actually sell, or you should.
Just hire somebody that know.
Exactly. All right, so jokes. You ready? I got two good ones for you. And by the way, everybody got their T-shirts. Everybody that won T-shirts, they have successfully been delivered. So you know, my word is my bond. I'm not going to say we're going to do it, and we're not. And those two ladies that, congratulations. Let me say this. One of the ladies, when we had Hendricks fit on, one of the ladies, Deborah Vines, was just elected as a trustee. She won her election yesterday. So congratulations, Deborah Vines. Y'all remember we had her on the show about autism. She's raised a son who is autistic. So congratulations, Deborah Vines. So why did the gym close down? Why did the gym close down?
Because they wanted all of the people outside to wait.
Nope. Look, nope. It just didn't work out.
Ha ha ha, I get it.
Auntie TT 4,952. Nephew, still 12. I've got another one for you. Would you like to try again?
It didn't work out.
It just didn't work out. That's why it closed. It just didn't work out.
Let me try again.
Oh, you're so welcome. Yes. Yes, Tucson almost. He said it wasn't working out, but yes. So let's do another one. I'll give you another chance. Hold on. Let me find my other jokey joke. This one. I'm sorry, I'm laughing while I'm asking. What did the traffic light say to the car? What did the traffic light say to the car?
Woo, slow down. That gas too fast.
Don't look. I'm about to change.
You get it?
5,299 to 12. Yes. Stop, bitch. No, ludicrous voice. Move, bitch, get out the way. Yeah, one of my favorite songs.
Don't look, I'm about to
change.
Hey, you can say that about a dollar bill joke too.
No, something like making change, right?
Yeah, something about changing.
Okay, I was trying to tag my sister-in-law on this thread, and for some reason, the Facebook, Black Speak, won't let me do it. But Nicole Pearson does something that I absolutely cannot stand, and she knows it, and now she taunts me to the point where she took a picture and sent it to me and Mr. Milhouse and said, "Good morning from us to y'all." And do you know what it is?
What?
Freaking grease. She still saves grease, like the old black people, like my granny. May she rest in peace. Out in the pots,
I never understood that.
In a cup, by the sink, in the oven. Why do y'all save grease and reuse it?
That.
It's friggin' gross. There's no such thing as seasoned grease. It's nasty.
It still be stuff in it from what you cooked.
Yes.
Saving the fish grease.
They saving, and then there's levels. Oh no, that's fish grease. Don't use that. Stop saving the grease. It costs like 80 cents. I'm not saying this just because I had a restaurant. Even at the restaurant, there was a process to cleaning the grease. Stop saving the grease. We don't do that anymore. Why?
That was always disgusting to me.
It's
then y'all want to put it in the Folgers can.
Tucson, you do not save the grease. Tucson saves the grease.
You said you can clean it though.
You can strain it, but who wants to do all that? You can get grease from Aldi. Like, it's not pricey. It's Jesus. Why Tucson? I know. I did not know that he was going to be one of the people that said.
I didn't think it'd be Tucson either.
And then there's layers. And then if it sits for a long time, it's like a crusty top.
Yeah, black.
With the little speckles of what. And then you're going to reuse it? Wait, and my sister Nikki has cups. One is in a cup and one is in a pot. And one day I'll go to open the oven and I was about to. Thank God I didn't pull this. You know how we keep like pans in the oven, right?
I don't see why people do that either.
I do. I ain't gonna lie. I keep, I don't know, cookie sheets. They're odd.
That's not dish rack.
I do that in real life. But like, yeah, my black iron skillet, all those are in the oven because they're odd shaped and I can't stack them with the rest of my stuff. So I go to open the oven and I was about to pull fast because I just assumed they were like mine in the oven, empty pans. And I'm so glad I took my time because I would have been drenched in oil. What are you saving it for?
She keep her stored in the oven?
There's a cup by the sink. There's some in the cup by the sink. And then there's some in the, I guess it's different. So she buys an air fryer. And she's like, you don't ever have to worry about me keeping the grease again because I have an air fryer now. But then she just sent me a picture of grease.
She's saving the grease from the air fryer too?
I'm about to talk about you. Who else? Please talk to my mama.
No,
Miss Adrian, I will. Your mom still, you know, it's one, I'm not making no excuses for our parents, but they grew up doing that, right? So if my mother wants
my ex was doing it. I'm like, you younger. She was 28. I'm like,
we could buy grease, y'all. Maybe it was expensive back then. I don't know, but why? Somebody tell me why we did that.
She talking about is the food good though?
Miss Nicole.
That's what they saving it for, the seasoning.
Miss Nicole, I do not. What would the seasoning be? What would you call that? Not oregano, not garlic. It would be like dirt.
It's whatever you was cooking in that grease.
That's the name of the seasoning. It's whatever.
It's whatever.
So when you biting a freaking potato and you taste catfish, it's like, okay, this is like a catfish flavored potato.
I get it. It's whatever.
I don't understand that. Who does that? Y'all pray for the people. Tiff. Oh, come on. It is 2021. Yo, do I need to buy y'all a case of oil? Jesus. First of all, let's start here. You can't use every oil to cook everything, right? Certain oils, vegetable oil doesn't fry certain things equivalent to, say, a Crisco or an olive oil. So it's levels to oil, like it's levels to plumbing.
I don't even like using vegetable oil no more.
I only use it, like I sometimes use vegetable oil as a saute because sometimes olive oil has a very distinct taste. And the vegetables that absorb the flavors of other stuff, I try to keep it where you're not going to taste that olive oil. You can taste it, even if you just use a little. So I use like vegetable oil for stuff like that. But and then when you bake, you have to use like shortening. You have to use Crisco. It's not fat anymore. Lard is lard. I'm not talking about lard.
Crisco is the white stuff.
Crisco is the white stuff that sometimes we used to think had the nerve to be something that was more edible than it was.
So you don't use Crisco as vegetable oil?
You can. But it takes more because it melts down to a teaspoon.
Put a big old glob.
You got to put the whole can in that mug. You got to put the whole. They don't sell it in the big blue. We used to have a big blue tub of it. They sell the little ones, and now they sell it like in squares or quarters. But it takes a whole box to get this much oil.
I remember that.
That's why they use it for baking.
It never sat right with me. Like, putting this big old glob in the pot in the pan, and I got to melt.
And you can't even fry a green pea in that mug, okay? They use that for baking a lot. Crisco's a baking kind of a thing.
Cool. Stay away. No Crisco on top of the stove, y'all.
Grape seed oil is good. It's not as strong, but it's pricey in a mug. So when you frying on a budget, grape seed oil is at the top tier of fry game. And you even need fancy pans to put grape oil.
See, that frying on a budget is where we started saving grease anyway. Let's stop frying on a budget. If we can't do it, don't do it. That's where the saving grease started from the first place.
Why? Can somebody Google who started saving grease? That had to be something from slavery that we just cannot share.
It had
to be something from.
I know we had to say some stuff like that.
Wait a minute. Please, hold on. I'm about to Google. Google, who started the saving cooking? Should I say grease or cooking oil? Because do we call it grease and everybody else in the world calls it cooking oil? I think black people say grease.
Where we get grease from? Because
I don't know, because it was hair grease and cooking grease.
And then it's,
so I think we started that.
Grease.
Yeah.
So we just started calling everything
Who
greasy.
started that? Let's dig a little deeper. Who created frying oil? Deep frying foods is said to have come out of the 5th millennium BC. The Egyptians that invented deep frying during that time had no idea how it would change the culinary industry. Okay, so let's see. The best oil for deep frying is canola. See, remember I was telling you can't, because you can't put like olive oil in a pan and cook chicken and it tastes the same, okay? Then it says, how many times can you use oil for deep frying? This is a recommendation.
That's the question we need to have answered.
This says you can use for breaded and battered foods no more than 3 times. This does require, though, you cleaning the whole fryer, which would be your pan, with potato chips and a strainer. You know, you could put did you know that potatoes clean grease?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so like between like if we used it at the restaurant, you
so
put,
say I made some chicken and I could just use some potatoes, fry some potatoes in that grease, and then the grease would be clean.
Wait a minute. Is this, I'm sorry, y'all got distracted. Is the Queen of the South coming back? The TV show, I just saw that flash across my screen.
You're not even supposed to have that screen.
Oh.
It's supposed to be on your screen.
Oh, because I love Queen of the South. Oh, I'm going to have to make sure, remind me of that.
I got to come in and change that screen. It's distracting you.
Wait a minute. Is Queen of the South coming back? I'll be right back, y'all. Yes. So, yes, it can clean it. So, I don't know about chicken, because chicken is one of them quirky, chicken is can cross-contaminate. So, I'm not going to sign off on the chicken. I'm going to say, I'm not going to use the grease again. I don't care how much it costs. I'm not going to put a potato in it. I'm not going to do any of that because I'm just not. My mother did it, and that was for her generation. And all of our viewers that are doing it currently, I'm going to just encourage you.
Yeah, because if you still saving grease, I would just advise you to go get you a deep fry. I mean, air fryer.
And then you won't even have to worry about the grease.
Go get an air fryer.
Yeah. Exactly. They have them at Costco on sale for $50 right now.
Get some cheap air fryers.
How about this? I tried the air fryer game, right? Because everybody, Candace, Sonya D. Berry, the air fryer. Woo, woo. I was like, okay, well, I don't really know how to fry food anyway. I can cook, but don't ask me to fry nothing because I don't understand the temperature. If it's pretty and brown to me, it's done. But that doesn't always mean done.
You gotta stick a knife in it.
I feel like I don't want to get burned. So when we had a restaurant, I could fry because the deep fryer, you know the number of minutes, and you're talking about a crazy high temp, right? So I say, Candace, would you buy me an air fryer? She says yes. She buys me an air fryer. I bring it home. It's got every bell and imaginable whistle of an air fryer. So what had happened is I didn't read the manual, and nobody told me that there were rules to air frying. I just thought, hell, put it in the thing. So I put some chicken thighs in there, seasoned them up real good, stuck them in there. Not so much. 2 of them were raw. 1 of them was overcooked. And it was a mess to clean up.
Not in the same deep.
It was racked, so I put 4 in at the same time. It didn't work out so well for me. I have not touched it since that day because what I read. Yeah, because you have to change the wattage. That's a lot of. Here's the thing: if you're gonna make it easy for me, make it easy. Like make it like a microwave, but an air fryer where you can push a button that says chicken and you put it in. Not where I gotta.
But you gotta watch the watts on the microwave too. If you didn't know,
I don't really use
the watts.
I know, but I don't really use a microwave. Like I would rather warm it up on the stove because I started that when Ryan was a baby. I'm okay without the microwave. I feel like I don't know, maybe I'm nervous because I think somebody told me back then in the 80s when I bought my first microwave from Woolworth on 53rd Street that I was eating, you
gonna get
I was going to have, and I believe that and I still believe it. Anyway, it tastes better when you warm it up on the stove. Just stop being lazy and warm it up in a pot any doggone way. Speaking of stores, you heard me say Woolworth. You don't know nothing about Woolworth, do you?
Nope.
Okay. I got my first microwave and a lot of stuff from my first apartment right out of Woolworth on 53rd Street in Hyde Park and on 55th. But
what store I was just thinking about? One Stop. You remember One Stop?
Yeah, it's still open.
They still have a One Stop?
It's on 43rd Street.
What?
Yes, just right across the street from CoMed Health Clinic. Do I remember One Stop? If you don't know One Stop, I'm going to take your black card. If you ain't never been to One Stop and you're from the city, you're going to lose your black card. You're about to lose your card. If you have to struggle,
you probably don't know about One Stop.
One Stop? I mean, come on. Which one of us didn't have to go to One Stop or Aldi? Okay. Let's drop that mic, okay? Other stores I know you don't know about. How about this one for y'all? You remember Zare? Look.
That's a store?
It was a store. Do you remember Venture?
No. Don't know Venture either.
You don't know Venture?
It's a grocery store?
I just want to hug him, y'all. This baby said, is it a grocery store? It's closed. And no, it wasn't a grocery store. So you don't know about Zare.
No, what is it?
You don't know about Venture.
Nope.
You don't know about Woolworth.
Nope.
Do you know about National? National?
No.
Do you remember Goldblatt's? Thanks, Tucson.
What's Goldblatt? What kind of stores are these? What kind of stores are you naming?
These are department stores. No, not Zaire. Zare, Mary Q. Zayre. Zare. These are department stores, you guys. These are department stores that we grew up going to.
Like where you get clothes and stuff from?
Oh, everything. You get everything from there. It was Macy's before Macy's, bro. Like, yeah. Service merchandise. I still owed him some money, Jesus. I'm ducking. Do you remember service merchandise? They had everything. That was like, what's them stores when you go online and Sonya D-Bear, if you listening, what's that store that you like a lot? I'm about to call you out. One of them service merchandise is a catalog.
I know I'm young, Miko.
Montgomery Wards. You remember Montgomery Wards?
Heck nah.
What about Evans? I got my first fur from Evans. I know what Evans is. It was on State Street by Lady Foot Locker. Neck roll. Yes. How about that part? Yeah, you don't know none of these stores. Could you take down the names of these stores and ask your dad, okay?
I bet you he know all of them.
He better know Montgomery Wards. You remember Shernan's?
I know the Sherman Shoe Outlet,
Oh,
right? Hey.
It wasn't always an outlet, but yes, Sherman. Yes. Sherman Shoes. Okay, good. Okay, good. What are these places? Mary, they are store. Text your daddy and ask your daddy and put the phone up to the microphone because I want to hear him. Because if he taught you wrong, I'm going to have to talk to me brother. Okay? Me brother.
I just tagged him.
Mary said, I feel like Dorothy and Oz. The Venture, I was going to ask y'all to type it in there, but y'all don't even know how to spell it. Venture, Zare, let's see, Zare, Woolworth. We got Goldblatt's, thank you, Tucson, Woolworth, Montgomery Wards and Sears. The fact that y'all never got the catalog to circle your toys at Christmas from Montgomery Wards and Sears, I feel like you have been denied a part of your right.
Don't nobody want to circle no toys they ain't getting.
Ron, that was the thing. You never got the catalog and circled the toys and folded the pages before Christmas? Ron, tell your dad we have to have a conversation. He did you wrong. Who didn't? You never had the experience of getting the Christmas catalog and circling all the stuff you wanted?
Nope.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I think I've done that like one Christmas.
Baby, and we did it every Christmas.
That's when the GameCube came out, and I got the GameCube.
Ron, that's how we lived. The catalog. And it was more than me in our house, so we had to use different color pens, or I would have to fold the corner on my page. And then if my sister circled it and I wanted it, we would have a circle scramble and almost tear the pages because I circled that. No, I wanted that. Yeah. You tagged your dad? Mm-hmm. Because I got questions for you, brother. Me brother. Who raised him? Miko. Who raised him? Miko. Eminem. We got to help nephew. I gotta
put me on game, man.
Yeah, man.
That's why we need to do this tour. We need to put this tour together.
First things first, Mommy, am going to get you a catalog, and I'm going to let you circle stuff this Christmas.
Hey.
Do you? I was sitting in here 4 months ago with Herb, looking at a sharper image catalog. You know what I was doing? Circling the stuff I wanted and turning the pages. Herb was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "You never did this? Because I want this, so I'm going to circle it, and I'm going to fold the page. And then sometimes if you really want, you take the whole page out, because I don't want anybody else to see it. So I'm going to take the page out, and I'm going to get that." Yeah, yes, there is an intervention that has to happen.
Yeah, we need to do a Chicago tour. We need to go to all of these old stores, clubs, all of them.
Adrian, the Easy Bake Oven, Lord Jesus. I used to cook real cakes in those. They never got completely done on the inside. Do you know what an Easy Bake Oven is?
I know what that is.
Do you know what a Baby Alive is?
I know what those are.
Okay, and then, when I was little, they made the Baby Alive boy. He had PP. We'll be right back.
Never.
They did.
WIFTBPM.
Everybody's talking about the all-new Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish. Place your order today for a delicious meal. The chicken and fish are fried to perfection, featuring a wide variety of catfish, perch, tilapia, whiting, and shrimp. Now it's your turn to see what everybody's talking about. It's the all-new Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish, Chicago's newest spot for delicious meals. Stop by at 2537 South Wabash in the South Loop, or get contactless delivery from DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, and Postmates. For more info, call 773-807-9010. 773-807-9010. Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish is open just in time for lunch, or take it to the house for a delicious dinner. It's Chicago's new spot for perfectly fried chicken and fish. Don't wait any longer. Try it today. Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish, 2537 South Wabash in the South Loop. Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish.
Welcome to Inhale, Exhale, you guys. We are your health home girls, Dr. Tanks Lee and Danny Time. We are being joined today by a guest, Samantha Allen, who's going to work with us today about attachment styles.
Preoccupied, anxious, that's more so a child that comes from a background where the parent or the caregiver was kind of all over the place. You didn't know what you were going to get, so you were clinging to them when you did have their attention, because sometimes I might have it, other times I might not. Because that, it creates an anxiousness in the child, whereas when I get your attention, I want to hold on to it. I want to make sure, so I might cry when you leave, or I always want you around. I'm craving your attention. Mother-father relationship, the father passed away. Now the mother is over busy. She's working all the time. She doesn't have as much attention as she once had for the children. So now this created an anxious attachment style. Those adults grow up more, considered more clingy in relationships, always wanting attention or feeling like I need to make sure we're okay, fear abandonment, fear that we might be breaking up or you might be leaving me alone, so I might check in with you more often, I might call you more. I just need to be assured that everything is okay with our relationship. That anxiousness part is the anxiety of the relationship, of always thinking something might be going wrong. If I called you, you don't answer. Are you upset with me? What did I do? Let's figure this out. Let's work this out. You're always kind of on edge about where your relationship will go.
You get a piece of paper, write down the event, the thought, emotion, and then logic. So in this case, say that your boyfriend didn't text you back. Okay, that's the event. What is your thought? Oh, well, he doesn't care. What's your emotion? I feel unworthy. What's the logic? Well, maybe he's asleep. So you gotta do that. That's addressing some of the symptoms. But overall, you want to engage self-love and self-discovery, right? And just kind of reprogramming your subconscious.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. I see you, Dawn. Slick J. Adams. Good morning. Come on. You're listening to the Book of Dawn. Good morning. truth, so help you, Dawn. She's bringing it to you every weekday at 9 in the morning. So if you wanna hear the real, this is what you gotta do. Just log online and listen to Dawn speak her mind. In the morning, you're listening to the book of Dawn. This morning, you're listening to the book of Dawn. This morning, you're listening to the book of Dawn. You're now tuned in to Dawn. Oh, sexy Dawn. What's in it for the black people media? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on.
Okay, I got one for you. Southsiders. Y'all remember Gately? The stores? I know you don't. Is your dad now, brother? Are you on the line?
He on there.
Okay. I know Tucson remember Gately's on 112th in Michigan.
So that's the strip, right?
That was a store. Gately's was a store in Roseland where shopping was good.
Nah, I know the strip is still there, but I don't remember Gately.
So are you referring to commercial? Because people used to go and shop on commercial too now.
On Michigan, 100.
Okay, 112.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. And what about Chas A. Stevens?
Chas.
No. It was CHAS. That was the Stevens building. That was a real building downtown. On State Street. It went from State to Wabash. It's Charles A. Stevens.
What was
building.
in that building?
Stores. I actually went to etiquette class in there.
I remember it was a chocolate factory down there. What was the chocolate factory at?
Come back. We're talking about the person. Come back.
It was downtown too.
And look, Mary said, yes, I have arrived, baby alive. But y'all's baby alive was different than our baby alive. Our baby alive felt like a real baby. And let me just tell you, if you overfeed the baby alive back in the 70s when baby alive came out, let's Google baby alive when it came out. The boo-boo would get stuck in her track. The food would get stuck when you feed her. And it would get stuck, and it was not a good look. You would have to be a plumber to get it out, in real life. And then they created the boy baby alive, and that was the first time I think a doll had a pee-pee, a man pee-pee part.
Did they take those away?
No, I think they still have them. I think they still, because guess what? Ken never got one. Ken never got boy parts.
Ain't there something against that? Don't they have
Why would it? Why should they? Why not? It's a man. It's their freaking anatomy. That would not be cool. I don't know. We would. Baby Alive created. Let's see when it was created. When was Baby Alive created? She was created in 1973. Yeah. And when I tell you, if you let that food get stuck, if you didn't make sure that baby had some water after you fed her, that food would get stuck in her boo-boo. It would be in her fake baby intestine, and it would smell up your house. And the food had a very distinct smell.
So if it was food that came with it?
Yeah, it came with you little packs of food, and you put water and you feed the baby. She eat, yeah. That's Baby terrible. Alive, soft and sweet. Why do I know the commercial? Because, yes, I had a baby alive. Yeah. And then, let's see, when was the boy? When was Boy Baby Alive created? He was created in, I don't see it. Wait. When did they create the Boy Baby Alive? It had to be in the late 80s. Or late 80s, because I think Ryan had a Boy Baby Alive. Yeah. You should.
It was before my time.
It was Spiegel's, baby. Spiegel's was the bomb.
What's that at the store?
That was a catalog. Somebody said, now you just go on Amazon. Real life. But the thrill is gone. Something about turning in pages and circling.
I don't even like online shopping.
I don't either, because it never works out so well for me. I see people in clothes that they got online, and I'm like, that's so dope. And every time I try to order, I end up with the clothes from the episode of Good Times where JJ and them was trying to raise funds for their mama, and they got the big box of discount clothes and one of the bras had like 3 spaces for a titty. Like that's how my orders come. It's
Two said Ken is an asexual dog. These women want to be Barbie and Barbie had to be lesbian.
Oh, okay, yeah, because he never had a thing. Y'all hear my little kid voice because that's what we call it.
I had a boy cousin who had Ken doll. I think he had like 2 of them. Not cool.
So you don't think a boy should have a doll?
I don't think a boy should have a doll. I don't think boys should have Ken dolls.
Because that's interesting. Do you watch Queen Sugar? The show, the TV show? So the little kid on Blue, Ralph Angel's son, had a Barbie doll. I'm not a Barbie doll, but like a superhero. It's like a superhero doll. Like G.I. Joe with Kung Fu grip type of doll.
That's different.
What's the difference in that and Ken?
An action figure.
Well, Ken does action. He wears beachy clothes.
No, because Ken, he probably didn't even have the bean in the arm. He had
well,
this.
the real Barbies that we grew up had bends in their arms.
They had the bends in the arm.
But nowadays, they don't make the
wrist,
Barbies the same.
the wrist?
Yeah. One time for the wrist.
Because, the action figures had all bendable limbs.
Two sides. It all makes sense now. I think he's swinging on you, nephew. Get him.
Hold on. I never said I had anything. What makes sense, Ken? Did I never play with Ken dolls?
Yeah. No, Ken dolls.
I never said I had.
Oh, okay.
I said my cousin had.
Satia said the little blue, Ralph Angel little child had a Ken doll. Yeah, well, and he had a problem with that. Ralph Angel was like, oh, no. Y'all do know that a guy with a doll doesn't make him not a guy. Like, come on. So that means if a girl has a boy doll, she's going to not be a girl. Come on, you guys. We can't do that. It's genetic. I can't. Where is your dad in this thread? I want to know why you don't know what Venture and Zare and Weebolts and Goldblatts and Spiegels are. And I want to know why you never circled the Christmas toys in anticipation that Santa Claus was going to have them under your tree. Speaking of old things and Christmas, do y'all remember, I'm really about to tell my age, do y'all remember the big, stupid, dumb, the Christmas lights was as big as this? Like, I mean, and they were glass. Like, you really could not G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a boy having a doll, to be honest. I really don't. Yeah. Hilarious.
There's definitely an issue with that. Don't be putting your self-esteem issues on me too. There's something going on over there.
Adrian said she didn't care for dolls. She would like racetracks. I think I just liked toys. But at some point I had every Barbie dream house imaginable. I had a Barbie dream house tall as my height today. But that was when it was like a real house. Like it was like a mansion, and my Barbie had cars. If I had known that I should have saved them joints, even if I had saved my oldest daughter's Barbies, them things is worth $2 or $3 extra bucks right now, because the Barbies right now are plastic. Double Dutch. How about Double Dutch? Let me tell you a Double Dutch story. Double Dutch, Jay's trunk party 4 years ago. I have the whole Double Dutch competition. My auntie, who is 60, won the competition, first of all. Her daughter tried to out-jump her and had a boot on her leg for about 8 months. I was like, yep, well, don't try to jump with the old folks. Would you jump? So question then. If a boy can't have a doll, can a boy jump Double Dutch?
No. Why would a boy be jumping Double Dutch?
It's you jump rope to work out.
Not double them. You don't double them boys. Ain't nobody helping you. You don't have to have somebody on both sides turning for you.
There's nothing wrong with jumping Double Dutch. It's just freaking a game. So
does that even count as a game?
Double Dutch is a game.
That's something girls did to pass the time.
No. Double Dutch is freaking
That's something they did because they couldn't play with the.
They
with
made
the boys.
Double Dutch in some. I just read something about Double Dutch. I was offended, because because I felt like they took it from us, but
Mary said, can a boy do gymnastics? I don't think gymnastics and double dutch are the same thing, though.
Well, now you're going to have to explain that.
Is when you go to take gymnastics, do they have double dutch included in that?
No, but what's the difference in walking on a balance beam and wearing a tight uni and having on some shorts and jumping double dutch? Yeah. Did you know a black man created double dutch?
Is that true?
No, I'm serious.
I didn't know that. Black history fact.
Yeah, he did. Actually, the story is that the Dutch settlers that settled on the Hudson River in New Amsterdam, which is New York, actually allegedly brought that activity to the States, allegedly. But in 1973, David Walker, a New York City police community affairs detective, took it, revitalized it, and created, quote unquote, the sport of double dutch, giving it's the name. And that's why they call it. That's why they call it double dutch, because allegedly Dutch settlers, and the double obviously means the two ropes. I don't think there's a problem with boys jumping double dutch. I mean, so because what you're insinuating is that they're masculine.
Satia said her son is cold with the double dutch.
I'm telling you, I don't think it's. I would say the same thing for like breakdancing.
I'm just saying, like, how would you be able? How would a guy even get into doing something like that?
You got sisters. You go to a family barbecue. Double dutch is a part of the lifeblood of any, or should be. I keep a double dutch rope on deck at every event I have. Everybody can't do it.
I had too many brothers and uncles.
Yeah, put some respect on gymnastics. I'm just saying a sport cannot determine your sexuality, guys. Are you guys really thinking this right now? You can't. Double dutch is, you got to have skills. It's like doing footwork in a rope. So if you do the footwork, then you're not a guy.
Footwork in the rope?
Yeah, that's what double dutch is like.
My cousin, he's on the Jesse White team, who he was on the Jesse White team, and I used to do the flipping in the rope.
Yeah. That's same.
That's different.
No, that's not.
That's different.
No, that's
showmanship.
not.
They're doing it to put on a show.
Yeah, but it's still talent. Like, it's not jumping double dutch does not define your sexuality. It doesn't.
I guess it depends on how you're doing it. If you're doing it professionally like that.
No, I'm saying if we have a family picnic
right, like
in
now
the
it's
summer.
different. It's different like if it's a family event or it's a block party.
So, okay, I played Piggy when I was little. You know what Piggy is?
Yeah.
Okay, what, because you better say that because your daddy on the thread. What is your version of Piggy? I just want to make sure we talking about the same thing.
With the softball.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, and I played Strikeout. You know what that is?
Yes.
Okay.
With the box.
Does that mean that I'm not a girly girl?
No. Does
that mean that I am lesbian?
No.
Okay, well, why can I play Piggy and a boy can't jump double dutch? That's your homework. Yeah.
I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules over here.
Guys are cheerleaders. They go to college on scholarship. You know why? Because most men are scared to do the cheer because people will associate their sexuality. But some of them brothers is going to school free to great colleges because they have scholarships for those because cheerleading is a sport.
But see, that goes back into we breaking into other people. Leave that leave that alone. Leave cheerleading to the women. Why are we breaking barriers that don't need to be broken?
Aren't you a cheerleader though, even if you don't have on a uniform?
No.
If you're sitting in the stands and you're like, go Dawn, you're a cheerleader. It just means leading of the cheer. It doesn't mean girl. There's nowhere in the definition that says female.
Who said male cheerleaders are double dutch dudes?
And so break that down. One more. Tucson, are you saying, I'm trying to get clarity. Do y'all feel, the men in this thread, and women, do y'all feel like a sport defines your masculinity?
Hey, Eugene say, I know some guy cheerleaders, mogs are super strong.
I'm just saying, yeah, because they have to flip the girls.
Yeah, they throwing people in there.
I really actually would like for Herb and 2 to have this conversation because they can take it to another level. I don't feel like if you jump double dutch or a girl plays piggy, it makes I played basketball. So was I not a girl? Like, was I not?
That's different.
It can't be.
Because those are universal sports.
And cheerleading isn't. So are you sexist? Are you
not
saying,
on the street.
Are you sexist?
We're not talking about professionally. We're talking about family events, block parties, outside when you were a kid type of thing.
So what is hopscotch?
That's for what? That's for girls.
No way.
That's equivalent. Double dutch and hopscotch is equivalent to strikeout and.
What is foursquare? Do you know what that is? You draw the square box, and it's 4 equal squares.
I never knew what they were doing in that. I never played that. You got to bounce it, right?
Yeah.
I just looked at like a lame game.
Foursquare was the bomb. Let me see. Okay, let me come up with another example. Then what is I asked you, Chinese jump rope? You know what Chinese jump rope is?
What's that? With 3 ropes?
No. When you take the rubber bands and you string them together and you put them around your ankles and jump in, jump out from side to side, jump on, jump in, jump out. No, it's like literally you take a box of rubber bands and I'll show you. I'll find it and you take it and you loop. Remember that knot I talked about?
Yeah.
Okay. You make those with the.
And you put one around your foot, right?
No. And you I put my feet.
Game.
She got them around her feet, and you jump in. Jump out from side to side, jump on, jump in, jump out. Yeah.
Nope. See, that was probably another one of those girl games.
Yep. I don't think Foursquare is the shiznit in real life. Y'all gotta come, nephew. Your daddy quiet now. Me brother. I'm gonna need you.
Just listen. He
like, hey, I'm gonna fly on the wall. What I'm not gonna do is jump in this conversation. I got some. You gonna play some? You gonna jump? You probably can jump double dutch.
Nah, I can't at all. I'm scared. I'll be scared to get whacked by that rope.
I'm gonna show, and then in Chinese jump rope. After you do the first one, jump in, jump out, jump side to side, then you take your foot and you got to wrap your foot and move the rubber bands. It takes skill, bro. It's not a girl thing. It's a thing. I'm just saying. Nope.
So you're saying it's okay for the guys to do the patty cake then?
All y'all did it. You were a little kid and none of y'all turned out anything other than knowing how to do patty cake. I bet you played patty cake with your goddaughter.
I only did shame. That was the only one I did.
Which one is that's this?
I don't want to go to Mexico no more.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the only one I know.
I have to do that, yeah.
I go shame.
I duh, I can't. I cannot. Question is,
give us 2 things.
Okay, because am I getting on your nerves right now? Where are my 2 things?
What's the question? What was the question?
Who asked the question? Let's see. Let me find my 2 things.
2 said, are most professional basketball players lesbian? Yes.
You think so?
That's true.
How you gonna just say they are? Why y'all get out them ladies' business?
Because it recently came out.
Oh, there was a study?
No, this basketball WNBA basketball player who recently, I think she retired.
Okay.
She said she was getting a lot of backlash from the players because she was straight throughout her career.
But that doesn't mean everybody.
Well, she said most of them were.
I think she might be overgeneralizing. Maybe she might be a phobe or something. She might have a phobia. I'm trying to find my 2 things. Hold on. Give me. I'm rushing. Who's up next? Are we?
We got Celine.
Oh, yay!
Celine will walk you.
Okay, hold on, you guys. Hold on, Celine. I'm about to get out your way, and I'm gonna say as few words as possible, but because they're actually dope. Where the heck did I type?
Who counted the lesbians?
Right, exactly. Well,
Eugene is a sports broadcaster, and he said statistics definitely show that like 80%.
So let's talk about the other side. Let's talk about the guys. How many guys, how many down lows are in the NBA? And then let's further the study and ask how many of them actually think that has something to do with the fact that they played hula hoop when they were little. Y'all stop. Y'all can't do that. Yeah. So let me say this for two things, because I can't find the ones I was going to do. So I'll save those for tomorrow. Probably deleted them. Anyway, a bend in the road is not the end of the road until you fail to make the turn. I didn't write that. Helen Keller did, but it means the same. A bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fail to make the turn. And the greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but rising every time we fall. Thank you for tuning in to the Book of Dawn. Remember to lead with love. Be a positive impact in somebody's life. That is the Jeopardy song. We got them nervous. The dolls and stuff got them all nervous. Stay tuned tomorrow. Next page in the Book of Dawn. We're going to do it for the culture. We appreciate you. Thank you. Peace and roll tide roll.
WIIFTBPM.
Beautiful, beautiful, right there, right there. Your body is working me, girl. Come here, come here. I'm not trying to pressure you. I won't go there, I won't go there. But it's something about me and you in the air. Girl, your body been calling me, calling me. Ooh, baby, tell me what's your name.